Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arashimi bin Muhammad Ibraya. So we want to presenting about work, power and energy. So the introduction is principle of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be changed into other forms. Secondly is mechanical energy comes in two forms, which are kinetic and potential energy. These two forms of energy involved in conservation of energy. Most machines are designed to do work on objects for making humans' lives easier. In order to do work, the force applied to an object must be parallel to the direction of the object. Work cannot be done without energy. Energy is defined as the ability of doing work. The objective of this assignment is to define work, energy, and power. Second, to identify work by rotation, calculate the work in the form of kinetic and potential energy. To identify power in rotation, machine output power and machine efficiency. Describe the conversion of energy from one to another. There are three definitions. So, first definition, work. Work is done when force acts on a body and the body moves in the direction of an applied force. Work is measured by the product of force and displacement in the direction of force. Work, according to the definition of physics, is the energy that acts through the force of a moving object. Work is a scalar quantity, but it can be both positive and negative. Second is definition power. In science and engineering, most machines are designed to do work on objects for making humans' lives easier, like transportation. For example, cars have their own mechanical system. A car engine is described by power rating as how rapidly the car can accelerate. More powerful car engine means the car can accelerate in a short time. Power is a measure of how quickly work is done. Power is defined as the rate of change of work done. Third is definition in energy. Energy is defined as the ability to do work. Energy is measured in units of joules. Energy is scalar quantity. The SI unit for energy is Newton meter or joule. So I'm gonna pass this to Mr. Haziq.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Aziz Zikri bin Zaini and I can continue the presentation. Working principle. In this experiment, we use work and energy method. Steps to do experiment is we pull the luggage back. We use our energy to pull the luggage back from one point to another point to make a distance of work. In this experiment, we push the locker towards the wall and the locker it doesn't move is because it then don't have a distance. Material and equipment that we use in this experiment is luggage bag and locker. How does the model works? In the experiment, when some energy push the luggage bag from point A to point B, it will make a distance and work be happen. Energy must be bigger than the force. If doesn't have distance, the work not happen. For example, when we push the locker doesn't have distance with the wall, so it will never move it. It can shows us that distance is important to search the work done.
My name is Muhammad Denis Ishra. Okay, at this we can see the video we do the experiment. Next experiment is we push the locker. Okay, example of calculation is W is equal force divide distance, which is W equal 756.5 Newton divide 0.85 meter. The answer is 643.09 joule. Result of experiment. When the luggage bag move to another point, so we can get the distance. Second, we also can get the work done by measure the distance in meter and mass in the force in kg, but must change kg to n. Third, we cannot get the work done if the work doesn't have the distance between point and another point. Discussion. We have a force and distance work can be happening. Work is measured by the product of force and displacement in the direction of water bottle. If we don't have displacement, we can't get the work done. Conclusion. When work done, there must be movement. This can result in acceleration, a rise in temperature, or deformation in shape. I conclude the energy appearing in various forms, like for example mechanical energy, is conserved. It can be transformed from to another. It is known as the law of conservation of energy. It is a proof that the total work done to raise an object is equivalent to gravitational potential energy restored. Work is a process by which energy is transferred from one system to another. Work may be expressed as the dot product of force and displacement, or the product of force and distance travelled with the cosine of the angle between the two. That's it. Thank you.